Hello and welcome to my tutorial to reskin models and fight the dragon. First, you're gonna need a program called GIMP. It's like Photoshop kind of. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with it, I mean you can use Photoshop as well, but we're gonna be using GIMP for this purpose because it's a free to use program. You don't need to pay for it at all. We're gonna use SketchUp 2015 for modeling as well later on, but that'll be another time. Now, here's some following rules you need to know before we start. Textures must be a .png file. They must be square by 512 by 512 and 72 dpi, which I will get to in a moment when we open up the program. As you can see right here, there's a file you can open up, and it will give you more details on these specific things, like so. We'll continue with that. So for starters, we're gonna go into the example assets. We're gonna add some. Say I got some files over here. We're gonna add some Papa John stuff into the game as a joke, because I made a Doge onesie skin as a joke for my friend John, who works at Papa John's, ironically, and he wanted me to make this for him as well because he did buy the 4-pack, and I can't complain. So we're gonna do that. We'll get the fighter mail template. We'll copy this. We'll paste this on the desktop, and we'll rename that in a moment. We are not going to mess with any files, not yet anyway. Not the model files. Actually, I'm not even entirely sure if you can edit the model files for the bodies just yet. But there's that. And we're not gonna do anything with that. Well, actually, no. Here, we'll just bring in the template just cause. We'll paste that on the desktop as well. All right, there we got. And then when we're done with these, we're gonna drop into the unknown folder. So here's some other mods. Not that professional or anything. I will not claim to be a professional at this at all. It's just something I'm doing for fun, and hopefully this knowledge will help you out. So we're going to minimize that. We're going to open GIMP. Remember, got to make sure it is in fact 512 by 512. We can open the head fighter mail. Alright, sorry, no, sorry. The body template. Here we go. And as you can see here, we have layers. Now, here's some things we're going to go over really quick about GIMP. In case your layers doesn't show up, you're going to go to Windows, recently closed, and it'll probably be here. And if it's not there, it'll be in dockable dialogues. Right here, layers. Same with channels and whatnot, you can just put all of it together. Now, the same thing with tools. If you end up losing the toolbox, it's right here, toolbox, it opens it up, whatever. Now, if we want to make, okay, so basically this is set up with specific body parts that are labeled. Alright, so it's just mainly the body that shows it. The other ones aren't labeled, so I don't know why there's a label for every single one. Maybe there is a label and it's just arranged weird. But yeah, anyway, reference gets rid of the color, and the color zone also gets rid of another bit of that color. Well, actually, I think reference and that's the same thing. No, that's right. My bad. Reference is the entire thing here. So if we want to be specific, my bad. If we want to be specific, we can get rid of the colors, and we can get rid of the wireframe right there. And then that's what you got left. I mean, there's kind of a little bit of a wireframe there anyway, but, you know. Anyway, we'll get into this. So we're going to open this Papa John photo, right? And, yeah, I know, whatever. We're going to get this out. Wait, I'm pretty sure I can use this on here. If not, that's okay. We can just use that as a reference. Pretty sure we might be able to use it as this instead, after changing the foreground color. Nope. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll get the closest thing up. We'll line them right next to each other and see what we can do. So, yeah, that does change in real time. Make this a little brighter. Awesome. I want a really, really bright red, not a dark red. I think that's okay. I don't know. It's kind of hard. That's fine. Whatever. All right. Get that over here again. And also, well, actually no. We'll just move this back over here. The layers. Okay. So now we're gonna use the free select tool. We'll zoom in here. Well, actually, we'll just open this full. I'm going to have my layers and everything else on another monitor. If you have another monitor, I'd suggest it too. Actually, I think the tools right here just so you can see that this is the most important. Now, the way I like to do this is I like to, there's the wireframe for reference, but we're just editing the shirt here. So we're going to cut out the shirt. We'll try getting this as accurate as possible. At least given time. I have a DPI setting on my mouse so I can slow this down and get a more accurate selection without my mouse freaking out like this. Alright, anyway. Now, actually, let me open up that photo again. Where did that go? Let's see. Is there any tags? No, it's okay. It's all white, and there's some buttons going down the center. So let's get that done. Also, I believe we will be leaving that neck piece open. We'll fill this. We're gonna replace this brown spot with black, and we'll leave this the same on the neck. There's good. Kind of go with the wireframe around this edge, and yeah. All right. Well, now make sure this is at 100% opacity. And tool options, you can get to that by double clicking this. And either the brush doesn't really matter. You can use the bracket keys to increase and decrease the size. And wait, make sure that, of course, you have the texture layer selected here in order to edit this properly. Otherwise, nothing's gonna show up. Let me make sure my DPI setting is correct. All right. Could have probably went a little bit more accurate with this by just going straight to the what do you call it? The using the freehand tool around the belt as well, but we're not going to worry about this. This is just a basic tutorial. If you're a better artist, I'm not that great of an artist, obviously, because I'm not doing any shading or shadows, what have you. I'm just gonna make it a red shirt and put a logo on there as well in a moment. As soon as we get this stuff done, we might edit the belt a little bit, but other than that, we'll be good. And I might speed this up, but maybe not. This is going to take too long. But if I have to, I will speed up the video. Here we can, I don't know what I'm doing, I can just increase this. There you go. You increase the size, and you're not going to have to worry about all that extra work. Get filling that in. So, go around the edges. Yeah, you can probably go over the edges and still be okay here. Maybe not so much around the belt. That's a bad idea. We don't want that to be messed up. Around the top, most definitely. Alright, now we can get around the finer edges again. Not that fine. Alright, let's finish this up a little bit. We'll go back over some small spots when we're done with the top part, and then we'll continue with the lower half, or we'll lower like 10th. Doesn't need to be perfect. Small details is a low resolution texture. It's not going to be really that noticeable in game anyway, in my opinion anyway. Not if you're playing. But anyway, I believe that's good. Now we'll switch this to a black. We'll just use that color switch tool right there and Well, we're not gonna make a complete black. We'll make it like a lower shaded black, kind of a really dark gray. We'll add that right up here. So we get that in good. There. Alright, cool. Wait, no. Huh? We got a little bit more here. Just dump this. And up here as well, just around the edges. Try to get this as nice as possible. Control Z to undo any mistakes. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Star Trek red suit now. But anyway, switch back, finish this up on the bottom half. Don't really care about that yellow line on the bottom, like the end of the shirt. Just want to get this part done. Maybe make this a little bigger, doesn't matter. All that much. As long as we don't mess up. Hit the top too much, we don't want that. Okay. Alright, now, just to make this a little nicer, we're also going to change this belt to another shade of black or brown. Actually, oh yeah, we'll go with the darker gray again, but we'll make it a little bit lighter than the inner shirt here. We'll leave, no actually no, we won't leave the gold lines. Let's try getting that. A little bit of outline going. We'll leave the belt buckle the same because I'm lazy. This is for educational purposes, not the super amazing artist. Alright. There we go. This looks kind of bad. Whatever, it works. Actually, no, maybe I'll get rid of the belt. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna get rid of the belt, honestly. I think it might look better that way in the long run. Because it is just a kind of a shirt, and there's no huge belt on Papa John, so yeah. Let's just get rid of it. Oh, there's a lot of wasted effort right there, unfortunately. But, whatever. Now, we can use that small, we can use a really, really light gray here. Or almost like white. Maybe blend it in a little bit with these colors, like maybe right there. Yeah, that might be okay. And then we're gonna just use this right here. Get it as straight as possible. Not super straight, but I mean straight. So kind of feel like, maybe it needs to be a little darker. I think it needs to be a little bit darker. Yeah, there we go. All right, now make this a little bit bigger, and we'll make it white. White buttons. We'll go back to the paintbrush. Make some buttons. Crappy white buttons, not real buttons. If you wanted to, you could just drop another transparent PNG in here of a button photo like we're going to do with the Papa John logo. But in this case, that won't be happening. We're going to have to go around these arms as well, by the way, after we're done with the shirt. We're going to finish up the shirt first. And we can just drop this in here. See, big ass, oh, sorry, excuse my language, I apologize. Big Papa John's logo. But this is why we have the resize tool now. We can just lower this, make it really small. Wish it kind of scaled better, but well, what can you do? I think that's okay. That should be good enough. It's really small, but whatever. we're not going to be able to see the little details on this thing anyway. It's just a small little pixely Papa John's logo on the right or left side of the shirt, technically, I guess, from that person's perspective. Anyway, then we'll move back down, bring out that free hand tool again. Oh, actually, no, sorry, let's merge down the layer now, really quick. Go to layer up here, merge down, and then there you go. Now it's a part of the texture layer, as you can see here. And it's not its own individual layer anymore. Now, did not want to do that. Okay, decide to select another tool really quick to get out of that. But anyway, let me just try not messing up this skin color here, right in the center of this. And we'll go around it with the freehand tool, as usual. Try staying with the green wireframe. Zoom into this in a moment. Okay, now just get this red in here. Do the outline of this part right here. Well, I don't want to mess it up too much. God dang it. Okay, I made a mistake. My apologies. Maybe just slow down a little bit. Let's speed this up, even though we're kind of going slow as is. Alright. I realize this is kind of a tedious process. I'll also be adding annotations to take you to specific parts of the video to avoid this little very lengthy tutorial for stuff you probably already know, such as reskinning, or, well, basically painting things. Alright. Looking alright. Now, this is the top part of the main body. So, for example, this is around the body, like the torso, and this is on the upper part of the torso. So if we don't paint the rest of this in, basically the top part of the torso is just going to be randomly red, and we do not want that. That would be very ugly. I mean, this is probably going to be turning out pretty ugly anyway, but nonetheless, we must proceed. Alright. Now we'll do the same thing down here. We'll get the freehand tool out again. We're not going to mess with anything else, just these arms here. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but the better, the more detailed, the better, of course. And we'll switch over this really quick, make this really fast, and then this should be way faster than the other stuff. Yeah, just like that. See, very nice and easy. Now we'll go in here. Get this black out again, or dark gray. And put this up here. There we go. Alright, that's not perfect, but hey, whatever. Now what we're going to do, we're going to make sure, I'm hoping this will turn out okay. This lower part right here, by the way, this brown part, is just like the pelvis area of the pants. And yeah. Alright, so we're going to export this as another file. We'll bring it here in the desktop. We'll not want to export it as a PSD file. We'll want to export it as a PNG, so we'll just save it as papajohn.png. Okay, that's a /. We don't want that. .png. It should automatically realize export images PNG. I always leave it as default. Don't know what half the stuff does. And then after that, you're pretty much done with the clothes. I think we'll just leave it at that for this. Now what you're gonna do is this. Discard changes, whatever. And we have this Papa John folder or photo. Hopefully this turns out okay in game. We're gonna open back that folder with the upload. Bring up this. It's gonna be in here now. We got the papajohn.png 512 by 512. Gonna bring up your game wherever I have this. Okay. Alright. Fight the dragon. I'm assuming this will show up for you guys. If not, I'm gonna have to edit this in. But we'll go in game. This is the fighter. So we'll go over to the customize area, add an item, type in whatever, but in this case Papa John, add, go to Papa John, and then we do body skin, fighter, male. And right here we assign a texture. If you have a mesh, you're modding your body for another object, such as a head or hair, then you can do that. Then you assign Papa John PNG here, and there you go. In game, you got a Papa John outfit right there. Easy peasy. Ready to kick some, no, we're not gonna be a little violent here. Ready to deliver that pizza if I have to conquer half of the orc army. Alright. We're gonna save that. And we'll go back in and then package and submit to workshop. Alright, and there you go, you're good. Hope this helped you out. I'll be making another tutorial later on. Once I learn a bit more about modeling, I can show you the basics whenever if that's really a thing, like just how to access it and whatnot. But in the meantime, actually here, let me just show you this works before I end this. We'll quit the game again. Go back in. And we're going to prepare to fight the dang dragon. Whenever it starts up. Okay, it's taking its time. Alright. Now, here we can go into the inventory really quick. Shift click the items to get the stuff to disappear. So it's still, I mean, you still want it to show up, but you know. Alright. Alright, now you got a Papa John's outfit. Now, necessarily, I don't think I would want a guy wearing a balaclava coming to my house in a Papa John's outfit to deliver my pizza, but I mean, there you go. There you go, guys. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped out. And again, I'll be putting annotations. If you enjoyed it, I will be making more tutorials of various other games, more benchmark videos, gameplay, etc. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Please like. So, you know, the drill. Thanks. Appreciate it.